Hello and welcome to another episode of the Kampai Crew podcast. I'm your host for today, Dan, and with me I have Brian.
Yo, yo, yo.
I have Jimmy.
Hi.
And this is our 10th episode, so it's kind of a special one. We have our first guest, my lovely wife, Jen.
Hi.
Hey, welcome to the podcast.
So for the listeners, they don't know much about you. I've mentioned you many times, but how did you get into anime?
Well, it all started when I was a little kid, and I got really into Dragon Ball. First memory of anime I have is being in Macy's and throwing myself on the floor and crying because my mom wouldn't buy me the first VHS of the first episode of Dragon Ball.
I want it.
Yeah, so I threw a fit, and then she bought it for me. And it's been history since then. Sailor Moon ended up becoming a very huge obsession for me. I would visit Mexico with my family. I watched anime there. I watched Sakura Cardcaptor. I tried dressing up like her and jumping around in the streets in Mexico.
That must have been a great sight.
Yeah, the neighbors were very confused, and because I was walking around with a broom like her staff, and like just jumping around the street, and everyone was like,
okay? Does she help?
yeah, everyone was just like, all right. So yeah, so I've been an anime nerd since.
I have a question. Did you know what Dragon Ball Z was when you threw yourself on the ground, or did you see it and was like, I want that?
I knew what it was, but I really wanted the episode, like really bad, because I remember watching it and I like wore the shit out of that VHS.
What age are we talking about here? Like, what?
Oh, like I was like young elementary school.
So we're talking like 6?
Yeah.
5, 6, something like that? Oh, okay,
Mhm.
okay.
So you pretty much got like into anime around the time that we all got into anime.
Yeah, like literally right away. And yeah, my mom was just like, no, that's for boys.
Wait, so did all of us get into Dragon Ball first?
I think so.
Well, I mean, like I said before, I think Pokemon, like I don't think we realized Pokemon as a kid was like anime, but
right.
I mean, it was on Cartoon Network
True,
all
yeah.
the time. So we probably started with that. And then, again, like we mentioned before,
I'm old. I
Tsunami.
for sure started with Dragon Ball. I don't think Pokemon aired like when I first watched Dragon Ball because I was like 3. So that was
yeah, Dan started like young.
Yeah,
He started
young,
out of the
young.
womb.
and I'm about 140 years old. So it was a while ago at this point. But
Dan was that meme where it's like raising your kid right or starting them off right, and they're just
Yeah.
like in the cradle
Yeah.
watching Dragon Ball TV.
Little known fact about Dan. He let us know that Shakespeare wasn't really plays. It was just anime.
Yeah.
right, yeah, since I was alive at the time, first-hand knowledge.
Yeah.
So what other animes besides Sailor Moon? Like what are some of your favorites as you were growing up, like high school and all that?
Well, I did go through a period of like not watching anime because like it was like it became taboo.
As
so I
we
like,
all
Yeah,
did.
I was
yeah.
gonna say Dan said the same thing.
Yeah.
First
Like,
episode,
like
yeah.
middle school, everyone was like, "Oh, anime's for nerds." I'm like,
Nerd. I don't watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch it a little bit in secret. but-
yeah, right.
But
in the
as a kid, I was other than like Sailor Moon and like Dragon Ball, I was also very into like Inuyasha, and like I loved One Piece when I was a kid. Basically anything that was like on Toonami I used to watch when I was young. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
then like I went through that period of not watching anime for a while, and then the anime that got me back into anime was Anohana.
Oh,
And that'll
make you cry.
Yeah, it ripped me apart, and then it was like downhill since then. I fell right back into it.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I've noticed. I don't know if you guys have this problem, but have you ever stopped watching anime for like one day, and after stopping for one day, you don't start for another month?
Yes.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's like anything else. Like like you don't go to the gym for a day, and you're like, "Oh man, I'll wait for tomorrow, and I'll
Yep.
wait for tomorrow," and then you're like, "Man, it's been 2 months."
I've been reading
Shit.
manga, and I haven't watched anime in almost like a month now.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing. Yeah, yep. Or you play a video game, you stop for
Yeah.
a day, and then it's like, oh, I haven't played that in 2 years.
That's right, I have that.
Yeah, yep. Just like me still playing God of War.
I don't know. It's so weird because in one sense, you watch one episode and it's like 21 minutes or whatever if you cut out the opening and stuff. But-
Yeah,
And then you say you read manga now, but I feel like you can sit down for like an hour or two, and it's almost like you're spending
easy.
more.
Oh, you
But-
read manga for an hour, you got like 50 episodes
But,
done?
well, that's also the other thing is that you're kind of speed running it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just like, oh, you finished one volume that's like X amount of episodes.
Yeah.
You know.
and I feel like your brain also like thinks like, oh, this isn't as much of a time investment to at least start it, to at least initiate it. Like if you think like, all right, I got to sit down for a minimum 20 to 3 minutes, your brain is like, I don't know. But then if you're like, oh, I could just read a few pages or whatever, you jump right in.
And you don't get like the couple minutes or maybe even a whole episode of filler. You know, it's just all the material, it's all story, just like go right through.
I feel like I forget a lot more though when I read versus watch.
Yeah?
I feel like I forget a lot more. Like I'm like, did that happen? Oh yeah, it did happen. Versus watching, I'm like, yeah, that definitely happened.
I just wonder if it's because since like the animation, it just gets locked in. You're like
more visual.
I like
you're like that was awesome, you know.
Pictures.
I feel like I'm the opposite. I if I read it, I remember. If I watch it, I can get distracted. You know, I can go on my phone or whatever. But
yeah, once you go on your phone while watching anime, you're at the end of the season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're like, wait, what happened? They're dead now? What?
So, Jen, you mentioned One Piece before.
Yes.
Speaking of One Piece, there's two interesting pieces of news in the last week. One,
They found
Piece?
they found One Piece. This Saturday is airing the 1000th episode of One Piece, which I think is just wild because again, I remember being like watching Toonami and like watching like the beginning, and Luffy popping out the barrel, and you're like, oh, this show is great, and now I mean I can't even believe 1000 episodes later. That's
it's crazy.
it just what's his name? Oda?
Oda?
Oda? I think
Yeah.
it's Oda, and the dude's been pumping out material for the last like
seriously.
20 years or even more, I think, because
Yep.
it was 99 or
Pumping out
something.
volumes like
Yeah,
Big
he
Mom pumps out
He
children.
hasn't slept.
I can't believe it.
He hasn't slept. They just keep putting books in front of him. He just keeps writing.
I just don't like. I can't believe he just he made the perfect story where he can go any route he wants and just keep going with it, and then just be like, oh, okay, this arc's done. Nope, we're gonna go this way now, and nope, no, this way now. It's awesome.
He
I
set
can't
up so
believe
many like plot devices early on too, where it was just like, oh, we have the warlords, we have the emperors, we have this and that, and there was just so many things early on, and he definitely explores them. He takes his time with each
and then
each thing.
That's actually a really good point, because then he can be like, oh, I'm gonna do 20 volumes, and now we're gonna get to the emperors, and like, what?
Yeah.
I got. He's like, I got filler in my manga.
Yeah. I still don't know when it's gonna end.
I got filler on top
Well,
of filler.
I heard he's supposed to he supposedly has another 40 books. He said in him. Or
He
something like
said, yeah, at least a few more years of writing, and I'm like, Jesus
gosh.
Christ. Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
We're gonna have another Berserk situation where it's just we never found One Piece, and now we can't finish the story. I'm
One
like,
Piece
please
was the
don't,
friendship.
please end this. So that's one news, and then the other piece of news is
One piece?
That's two pieces.
It's bad. No, it's
They announced the live action cast.
Yes.
yes.
Oh yeah,
For-
Slim Shady is Sanji.
He does look like Slim Shady in the picture.
I love Luffy, the actor that's gonna play Luffy. I could just see it. I could see it.
Isn't he the actor that's playing? He looks like the actor that's playing in a Spike in.
No.
He's not though, but he looks like him.
He looks very different.
Does he?
Yeah, it's the
I think
hair
he's
though.
talking about Luffy?
I think the hair.
Yeah.
I think it's the hair.
It's the hair.
I
Same
saw-
hair.
I don't think I looked at his face. I think I just saw the hair. Like, oh, it's the guy.
Same guy.
Yeah, I don't go by like facial expressions. I go by hair.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited because I believe that the Cowboy Bebop live action. I'm kind of hyped for that. It looks pretty good.
It looks good, yeah.
I'm hoping. I don't want to put it on too much of a pedestal,
No,
like
give
a
it a
high
pedestal.
high
Make it high
expectations.
so that you're disappointed when you watch it.
Min max.
But apparently, Oda approved of the casting. Like they
look great.
Talked to him, and he actually said himself, these are the
Yeah.
actors that I feel fit the characters the most in like IRL. So
Yeah.
Make you feel really good.
yeah, right.
Oh yeah. If he approves, yeah, for sure.
So
No, they look great though.
yeah, I'm excited. I think they look great, especially Nami. She almost looks. I think Emily Rudd is her name.
Yes.
she looks like almost 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One Piece. Yeah, very.
I want to see what they're gonna do to Chopper. They should get an actual reindeer.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Well, that brings up another
I
question.
guess
Raccoon.
that'll
They
just
could
be
get Raccoon.
CG.
Yeah, I mean they did it to
I
Rocket.
wonder.
It's gotta just be CG.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
about
I wonder if
Frankie?
it's gonna be good though.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Be Frankie.
I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna add Frankie
I wonder if it was
because I don't know
like
what parts
the main crew.
they're gonna cover.
Yeah. That
Do you
that
know?
was.
Or?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
I think
don't
they
know if
just announced the
spoke
cast.
about it. Yeah, but everyone looks good. The interviews they looked good. The way they were speaking seems like it would be good for the characters also. So it seems cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Then the other piece of news I have is the mangaka for Full Metal Alchemist is actually releasing a new manga in December or January, I believe. The series is called Yomi no Shigai, and I forgot what it translates to, but apparently the only thing that we have on about it is that it's about a boy and his imprisoned sister uncovering the secrets of a mysterious village, and that's all we got so far. But
I was kind of hoping it'd be like, where are they now? With Edward.
Oh yeah, no, it's a completely different story.
Fuller Metal Alchemist.
Fuller Metal Alchemist.
Fuller Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. So that's pretty cool. That should be exciting. So I'll have to check that out once it starts serializing in.
I love cereal.
Yeah, cereal's always good. Big time.
I don't think it's Shonen Jump. It's another magazine or
Ultra Jump.
Ultra Jump? Yeah, there you
Could
go.
be Ultra, I don't know.
That's it. And then the other piece of news that I have is we're getting more news on Devil's a Part-Timer Season 2 on December 12th. That's what it says. It's like, we'll be getting more info next month, and that's all I got. That's literally, it was
I have news that there will be news.
Oh yeah, I'm not even kidding. It was like, news. December 12th, we'll be getting more news. So I'm like,
breaking
okay.
news.
All right.
Stay tuned.
I just know that some people are pretty excited about that.
I like Devil as a
been
Part-Timer.
Like a decade, right?
It was cool. I don't know. I watched it kind of late, but yeah, a decade
Maybe
sounds
even
about
more.
right, probably. Yeah, it was cool though. It was funny.
But that's all the news I got. So
All right. So with that, we'll move on to the main topic, which is our favorite villains in anime. There are a lot of them.
Yeah.
there are a lot, and I feel like we kind of picked some of the same.
Yeah.
Probably. It sounds like.
Yeah.
It sounds like, because a certain anime has a lot of good villains. But I'll start with another anime, a little known one called Dragon Ball.
Oh no way!
Never heard of it.
Yeah, for the
What's that one
listeners
about
out there, it's kind of a big deal.
Is that
What's
new?
about?
It's something about balls. I'm not 100% positive.
Something about Dragon Balls?
Yeah, I think
okay.
yeah, like low hanging testicle syndrome.
Gotcha,
Where are they
gotcha.
dragging the balls?
I'm not sure where they're going, but yeah.
We'll find out.
The first one, the next time. Oh my
Stay
God.
tuned.
Okay, so the first one I have, he dragged his balls all over the earth. Demon King Piccolo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because he was
Originally a villain.
he was a good villain because he took over the earth. He was the first villain to actually like get the Dragon Balls, make a wish. He was like, I want to be young again. And he got his wish. He got his power back. He beat the shit out of Goku and all his friends. He killed Chaozu,
Everyone killed Chaozu.
but he did it first. You know? So, which was pretty evil. He was the first one to get Krillin killed as well. I think one of his like little demon spawn killed Krillin also. Which,
Oh, yeah. I forgot about those demon spawns.
yeah, his eggs or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, he did some weird shit. He was unnerving for sure.
That was one of the previews where it's like, oh yeah, he regurgitated himself. Oh yeah, I had no idea he could do that. I
Yeah.
tried to erase it from my mind.
Spit the egg right out of his
Yep.
mouth. Yeah. some egg ASMR for people. Yeah, no, he was a good villain because he was successful, which is good. You know, he literally took over the earth. He destroyed the world government, took over the earth, used the Dragon Balls, beat Goku, and then Goku had to go train to actually come back and beat him. But he was very successful.
I always love those, really. It's like, I'll be right back. Give me a year, and I'll come back.
Yep. All right, who's next?
Jen, do you want to go?
Uh-oh. I'm not ready.
So, I guess my first one I'm gonna name is my girl Toga, Himiko Toga
Ooh.
from My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Such a sweetie.
Oh yeah.
I
My
love
hero.
So
her.
nice.
You
A lot of
know,
great
My
villains.
hero.
I have a thing for yanderes. Like
Crazy
I love
waifus.
it. I love it. And she's just like she's such a fun character, and like her like obsession with Deku, and then like, you know, wanting to like befriend Uravity, and just like having to do anything with him. I'm just like, wow, relatable. I was like
relatable.
I was like, I've been there with men where I'm just like, I have to be obsessed with you in all shapes and forms.
And only me.
And only me. But yeah, I feel like, you know, she's fun, and then like once you learned more of her story, and it's just like, okay, so you didn't have a really much of a tragic backstory. You're just insane from like the beginning.
You're just crazy.
You've just always been crazy. And I was just like, all right, okay. So like nothing added to your villain origin, except for the fact that you were born as one.
Just a little misunderstood. Yeah, her power was like she was made to be a villain.
Yeah, she was.
And yeah, she definitely got misunderstood.
She didn't decide to be a villain. She was just born a villain.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah,
maybe she's born with it.
Didn't she bring home like a dead bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her parents were like,
Yep.
what the hell? She's like, look at this. This is great. And they're like, no, animals do that, bro.
Yep, she takes the blood from things she loves.
Yep.
Basically, born with the villain
That's
power.
bad shit crazy.
Yep.
What a mood.
Yep. Yeah, no, she's great though. Her character is so they wrote her well, where she's cutesy, she comes off like a yandere, and then there's that power where it's just like, oh, you kind of have to be like this. Like there's not really nothing you can do about this.
Yeah.
You were predestined to be a villain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we should have mentioned this at the beginning of the episode. There's probably going to be spoilers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning.
So yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I'll have to write that in the episode description. Spoiler warnings. We're gonna go into plot as well.
Yeah.
Good thing we started off with King Piccolo, because that's kind of, that's a little
Very,
old.
very
So
old.
so yeah,
Yeah,
but
before I
You're
was
gonna
born.
have that one guy. You got the one guy? I didn't know that.
might have to snippet that in the beginning.
Pickle who?
Pickle who?
Yeah.
Piccolo.
But yeah, I actually really like Toga's design.
Yes.
I don't know what it is,
yeah, her
but
design is fun.
I really like I like the buns in her hair.
Yeah.
How they're like she kind of just looks crazy.
Yeah.
Like you look at her and she has like that
Just
really
disheveled.
crazy. She has
Yeah.
that really just like bad shit crazy smile, like I'm obsessed with you or I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Anytime someone gets in between her and Deku, she's like, that's it.
That's it,
You're on my
yeah.
kill
You're
list.
dead.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, she a crazy bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool, like how in My Hero they had their whole like villain growth spurt kind of.
Oh yeah.
So her power, as well as some of the others, took like it got kind of like a power up.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she was at-
hers
That was a
cool.
crazy turn though, bro.
Yeah.
That was crazy when it
Oh
happened.
shit! You know what? This is a manga spoiler.
Yeah.
I won't spoil the manga at least.
Did
Yeah.
it not happen in the anime?
No, it did not.
No.
Oh, it didn't.
No.
Oh, you're right. Ooh, okay.
So you know what? Okay, this I won't spoil. Any
is safe
anime
for now.
spoilers though are gonna happen for sure. But the manga, I'll steer clear.
We'll keep it cool. Yeah.
But yeah, they have a growth spurt for sure with their
Yeah.
powers.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You ain't ready.
You wanna-
Jimmy? You want to go?
Yeah, sure. My first one is Madara Uchiha.
Madara.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a very well-known bad guy. I really like him just because he's like the epitome of like evil with a good cause. Like he's doing bad, but he's doing it for a good reason, kinda. He also is very smart. He planned, like he knew he was gonna die, and he's like, I'm gonna make it so that I get revived, and that's how like he planned it all out. Like
He planted a seed in
Yeah.
Obito. He was
Yeah.
like, "Here, follow my steps."
he turned Obito evil by making the Mist Village steal his like the girl that he loved, and then made it so
Mr.
that
Serial Girl.
yeah, Mr. Steel Girl. And he had them implant the Three Tails into her, and then had it so that Kakashi would be there, and he would be there at the same time to watch Kakashi kill her.
I mean, like every single step was planned out from
Yeah.
his death.
And that
Like
made
before he died.
Obito that made him snap and turn evil.
Was
And
that the one who you showed me a fight scene
Yes.
of? Oh,
Yeah.
he's cool.
The hand combat one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that one's famous.
Yeah.
Very cool.
From Naruto.
Yeah.
He did that, and then Obito got Yahiko to start the Akatsuki because Madara wanted him to start the Akatsuki, while he gave Nagato the Rinnegan.
I have no clue what you're talking about. But this was the same one who his motivation at least was he wanted everyone to kind of
Go
in
into
their
a
minds
dreamscape.
live in
Yeah.
a dreamscape and kind of just live in peace in their minds.
Yeah, and that's where like he's like evil, but he's also good because he wanted the whole world to be destroyed and he wanted all the chakra for himself. But he also did it into a point where everyone would live out it'd be like they living out their whole life, even though it'd be like a couple days. It would be the equivalent of them living a whole life of exactly what they wanted. They would have everything that they wanted in their life. Everything that they ever wanted to like achieve would be achieved, and they would just live the perfect life.
The infinite Tsukinome.
Yeah. And like he had all this set up the whole time from the beginning of meeting Obito, like made him evil, made him make other people evil, and at the end he was like, "Yep, I'm revived now." Just like knew everything that was gonna happen.
So smart.
So smart.
Funny enough, I had Madara as one of my
Oh, did
villains
you?
too, but I I was telling Dan I have a quote from some of the villains I chose, and the quote I chose from him was speaking to Naruto, and he said, "I just stopped the fate of this world. I freed people from pain, suffering, emptiness. Naruto, you're getting in the way of everyone's happiness. Our game ends here. I turned hell into heaven. You should understand, it's over." I was like, ooh, that's a pretty cool line, He's like, yo, come on.
And then wouldn't Naruto, his quote after was, "I'm the protagonist." Yeah.
Believe it. But I don't believe it. My name's in the title, bro. You should know you lost.
He's like, wait, let's walk back to the beginning of the episode. You see this title card? It says my name.
That's me. She's the main character, blonde hair.
That is it. Wait, I don't know how to spell Madara. That's not how you spell it, though, right?
I wear the orange jumpsuit here. What about you, Brian?
All right, so I'm gonna go with another Dragon Ball villain, and it's from Super actually. So we're kind of fast forwarding to more recent. Okay, and that's gonna be Zamasu.
Okay.
And I chose Zamasu because again he was a Supreme Kai in training in Universe 10, and he met Goku because I believe did Goku sense something was going on, or I think one of the Kais was sensing that something was wrong, so they went to Universe 10 to go and like meet him in person.
I don't remember.
Oh no, exactly. It was Trunks came.
Is that the purple guy?
No, he's green.
Well, eventually he turns half purple.
Who's the buff purple guy? I thought that was him.
Buff oh, that's Jiren.
No, he's like gray. Jiren the gray.
Like this guy's like purple.
No.
Are you thinking of? Let me. Janemba?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
No, Zamasu's green.
Yeah.
Half purple at one point.
And so I liked him because he had like a motive. A lot of the villains I chose was because they had a motive, and I really kind of like that the villain has like either a nice backstory or they actually have like a purpose that they're trying to achieve.
And he is petty.
And he realized by fighting Goku that he just hates mortals, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna kill every mortal. Yeah, I'm gonna kill every. Oh yeah, because Goku is stronger than him. Yeah. And he's like, no, this can't be.
Yep, he's got a complex that he didn't know he had.
So I mean, listen, it was out of pettiness, but I mean, he still had a plan, and he fucked a lot of shit up.
The Zero Mortal plan.
Yeah. So I mean, he killed his own master, took the time ring and the Patara rings. He traveled in time in the past to swap bodies with Goku. He killed.
Hey, really?
That's who I meant.
That's who we thought it was.
Oh,
for the listeners, he did pull up a picture of Jiren.
Yeah, it was Jiren.
That is Jiren.
That's Jiren. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Why does everyone say he's a bad guy?
But he's not a.
He's not really a bad guy. He's just fighting.
He's an enemy. But
yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Jiren. I forgot that's Hit.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot that's Hit.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
It's been a while since I watched Dragon Ball Super.
So yeah.
Wait, you just started it, didn't you?
Yeah, but I told you at the beginning. You go a day without watching it, and you go
Jimmy,
a month.
Everybody, Jimmy.
I always forget.
So what's it called? Yeah. So he travels back in time to swap bodies with Goku, then kill Goku that's in his body. So now now Zamatsu's in Goku's body.
Travels back in time further, slaps Chi-Chi in the face in front of Goku.
Which becomes Goku Black
Right.
in Trunks' timeline, because they're like, wait, Goku's supposed to be a good guy. Why is he killing everybody or taking over the world?
Why is he wearing dark clothing?
Wait, you're not supposed to be wearing black clothes.
Where's your orange?
Orange.
That's gray.
But I don't know. I just thought Zamatsu he had like all this shit planned out. I mean, like, come on. He got to the point where they needed the
Omni?
Omni King?
Zeno?
No, is it just
Xeno?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Omni King.
The ruler of like all the universes to come and destroy the timeline.
Yep.
That's how strong Zamasu got, and that's how far he, almost to the point where he almost completed his plan.
Yep.
And I have another quote, of course, like I said, where he said, "Now this is
I'm gonna slap your wife, Chi-Chi."
Chi-Chi
coming. This is coming from Zamasu. This is probably gonna, out of context, sound racist. If there's knowing Zamasu.
Oh no!
Let's hear it.
I'm pretty sure this is when he's fused to make like the what, I don't remember what he called himself when he fused with Goku Black.
I don't know. In the video game I play, it's just Fuse Zamasu.
Yeah, okay.
Fuse Zamasu.
So he said, "This is truly justice, power, intellect, fire and light. all shall return to the gods. This filthy world, sullied by the violence of mortals, shall be reborn as the ideal world for gods, by gods.
Racist.
And, so I thought that was a badass quote. He's just like hovering in he really thinks that he's a god and the ruler of just
everyone else is beneath him.
Yeah. But I always thought that whole arc was really awesome with Goku Black, Zamasu, and then Super Saiyan Rose. We got Super Saiyan Rose. That
oh yeah, very cool.
Look,
Yeah, and then I think the anime only Trunks power up. Yeah, that was super cool.
When he had the sword and he absorbed like the spirit bomb, I think, or
kind of.
It was like a spirit bomb sword.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, that was
something
cool. I like that villain. I thought Zamasu was really cool.
All right, so is it my turn?
You went first, so
okay. You know what? Okay, I'll keep on the Dragon Ball train.
Okay.
The next one I'll do is Frieza. Chi-Chi. Just won't let Goku train.
She really is a villain.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you say why?
Because that's the reason. Like, every time the world's in danger, she's like, sorry, your husband first. And he's like, they're literally going to blow up the world. And she's like, yeah, well,
your son Goten is failing out of school.
But he's going to blow up the sun. And how is that going to affect his math?
What about our son?
Goku's like, did you see how young he was when he turned Super Saiyan? Yeah, but he doesn't know math. Okay, so anyway, it's not Chi-Chi, though. Okay. It's Frieza, who I put in my notes. Also killed Krillin, jerk.
Angry little guy.
Angry little guy. Yeah, one of the longest fight scenes.
Napoleon complex.
Yeah, big Napoleon complex. Yep. It was just, I think it was also because I grew up with that. Watching that week to week, it was just, again, very long.
Wow, it's Christmas already.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
This dude is still charging up the spirit bomb?
For real. Yeah, and he just let him. But yeah,
he just let him.
Going through all the different forms was, cool and frightening at the time because they hadn't started that too much in Dragon Ball yet, where it was just like, all the power-ups and whatnot. They had Vegeta where, he was a little cockroach. You can fucking beat him. But, Frieza really started, like, the power-ups in Dragon Ball, where it was just like, oh, okay, I think somebody's about as strong as him, and he's like, this isn't my final form yet. Yeah, he started that, and it was, you didn't know what was going to happen at the time. Now you can see the formula, but yeah, it was just, it was fantastic. And then when they continued him later on in Resurrection F, it just goes to show that he is just bad. Like, he's not, he is just a bad dude. He wanted to get the Dragon Balls and wish to be 5 centimeters taller, and he'll do anything to be 5 do anything to be 5 centimeters taller, and that was his whole motivation. Killed Broly's dad and everything just for that.
He gloats so much in his own ego that he chose gold as his next form. He's like, look at my greatness. I'm just gold.
Bro. I would like to think it is a choice. Knowing him,
I'm 24 karat Kakarot.
Well, he did choose. He specifically mentioned he chose that color, like that color.
Oh.
Yeah, he chose gold. No, I'm not gonna follow my brother's footsteps, even though his brother isn't canon yet.
I guess not. Yeah, but no, he's not a very he's just evil. He's not he's not a deep character. He is just an evil character. He was an emperor. He owned planets, pillaged them for profits and everything.
An asshole.
Just an asshole. Yeah, just a classic asshole villain.
He doesn't have any redeeming qualities at all either.
Not really.
I mean, he literally was sitting in that cocoon in hell, and Goku freed him, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna try and kill you. He's like, what?
He's just an asshole.
Do you not know what's going on here?
You have to be a real evil person for your hell to be just a bunch of little kids singing songs.
Happy. Yeah. Your hell is people being happy around you. I mean, that's me too, but yeah.
So good question. Which of the 4 forms, excluding Golden, is your favorite from like Dragon Ball Z when he was going through all of his forms? Right?
Well, third is immediately out. Third is because third barely gets any screen time.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one where he impaled Krillin?
No, that was the second. Second was very menacing.
I was gonna say second's my favorite because that's that's King Cooler's, not King Cooler, King Cold. Sorry, King Cold's form. And I don't know. Again, like you said, it's very menacing. He just looks huge and jacked, and
especially his horns also actually work.
That was the first you fucking wish form that came out where he they were getting there, they were making some headway, and then he was just like, all right, I guess I gotta transform, and then immediately just started bodying everybody. Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, if Frieza wishes that he could be 5 centimeters taller, but he just has to go in his second form, and he grows like 5 more feet.
That was I saw that discussion online.
You
but
know, I don't understand.
The ego came into play where it's just like, oh well, I'll be weaker. So I think that's think that's the thing too, where he's just like, well, I'm not gonna do this because he wants to be strong and tall. Although 5 centimeters is like 2 inches.
Yeah, it's not that much.
Yeah. Yep. So he's on my list just because he is just a plain asshole.
So would you say second form Frieza is your favorite?
No, I think I'm just used to final form. Final form Frieza,
Final form? Okay.
Especially because he got the most screen time. He actually killed Krillin, so it was just like, oh, he's a real dick, you know. He impaled him in his second form, which was pretty rude as well. But then he committed to blowing him to smithereens in his final form.
His first form, I honestly thought he was just paralyzed at first because I was like, he always just floated in the egg.
No, just a lazy asshole emperor. Yep.
Yeah, I was like, is he have like broken legs or something? He's like, nah, I just float. I just
Nope.
want this egg.
He would take the the motorized carts in Walmart just because he wouldn't need them. He would just take it just
It's
because.
his ego.
Yeah.
He's just a baller.
Why should I walk?
Literally, that's Frieza.
I mean, actually, at some point, literally, because he had like 4 Dragon Balls, so he's a baller. You know, get it? Bum, bum, ba-da.
Oh my god, Jen, you
Jen,
got another
you're
one?
next. Ooh.
Let's see. Who do I want to do next? You know what? Since we're still talking about, well, I mean, she's not canon, right? Technically, she's not canon.
Who?
Android 21.
Oh yeah,
From the video game. Okay.
yeah.
okay.
Oh, she's great though.
I love her. Well, I love her design when she is in her like Majin form.
Oh yeah.
Actually, gonna cosplay her soon, very soon.
Very soon.
But I just really like her story. How like like she is like this like extremely intelligent like scientist, but like she
Dr. Jiro's wife.
but she like goes into this form, but she can like
Oh, the light just went.
yeah
That startled me.
We all looked up
yeah,
like, wait a minute.
but she can like it's like when she starts resisting her like feeding urge, she becomes evil.
Yeah, because I didn't finish all of Fighters, so I don't know her full story. I don't know. Did you finish Fighters?
I did not.
Okay, so none of us finished.
Sorry,
none of us
Dragon Ball
finished
Z.
Fighters, but at least the designs are all super cool. You have the Good 21, which is more like just straight up Dr. Jiro's wife.
Yeah.
And then he was like, but what if I made my wife a sexy Majin android? Yeah. And so we get that design. Then we get the evil, like super evil, double evil purple design.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
where she's just like, I didn't eat. That's it. I'm eating everybody.
That's
and
how I get
everything."
to. Yeah.
I was going to mention because in the beginning of the game, she isn't evil, right? Isn't she?
No.
She's trying to help you or trying to figure the shit out, and then
Yes, but then there's also like the evil version of that.
Oh,
so
really?
there's the good and the bad
Yeah,
21.
there's good and
I'm
bad.
fuzzy on the details and I didn't
so am
finish
I.
the game, but I know there's a good and a bad 21.
Okay.
And there's also a good and bad pink like Majin 21.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
and
say.
that yes. Yeah,
There
there's a
was two
good
of
and bad
them.
of both. I guess okay, so they're
It's when she doesn't like feed and stuff is when she starts getting like more like evil. But like that's what like it kind of seems like it's inevitable for her to eventually become evil because it says no matter how much she does, like it's going to eventually like overtake her anyway.
yeah, so she's just designed that way.
Yeah.
Wait, so she
Dr.
she
Giro.
turns evil because she hasn't eaten?
That's because of the
Relatable.
yeah, honestly
Relatable.
but because of like because she's like supposed to be mixed similar like with Majin and Cell and like something else, so like the Majin part of her, like how they need to have sweets and stuff like that, it's like that, but regardless she never gets fed enough. So eventually, like from what I was reading, is that she's just going to eventually just stay evil because of like her not being able to continue to feed to be enough for her.
Gotcha. She just can't consume enough at like one time to just go back to normal.
So,
I guess that's the
she
design,
she
yeah.
would switch between like not being in her pink form, being in her pink form, and then like getting into the worst form, the even more evil pink form. But yeah, I mean, I've never played the game, so
Oh, okay. But
so you know,
Yeah, I'm very
you just
fussy
read
on
the
this.
lore?
yeah.
We could be all wrong, but
yeah, we could
she's-
be, but I've never played the game. But I was very interested in her, so I would just look her up.
I didn't know who you were talking about until you said Pink Boo, and I was like, oh, I thought it was the girl version of Boo at first, honestly.
But yeah, I don't know. I really like her. She's like,
You
I
remember
think
Bouette?
she's like a really cool
Bouette.
character design. And then once I read her
Oh, yeah.
story more, I'm like, this is very interesting. I really wish she was like canon.
This villain was chosen because of sexy Majin form.
Yeah,
100%.
honestly.
Majin,
We need
but belly
sexy.
shirt.
Oh,
They're like, we need sexy.
Yep.
you need sex. No, nope, wait, don't. You can't put that through yet. Why? Not enough sexy.
Not sexy.
Give her a belly shirt.
Not enough belly.
amp it up to 11.
21.
Okay.
Oh man, Jimmy, what you got?
I got Stain for my next one.
Oh, Jen, I think that's on your list too, right?
That's on my list too. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, you guys.
I'm taking all your
I do
turns,
like Stain
Brian.
as well.
All right. In the future, we have to confirm what our villains are.
I'm taking all your turns.
but yeah, but go on.
No, I have Stain just because I thought he was a really cool villain for the fact that he doesn't want to hurt
Almost.
people really.
Mhm.
Like he wants to hurt people, but he doesn't want to hurt people because he only wants to hurt people that are heroes that get paid for being heroes. He only hurts them for that reason.
He only hurts posers.
Yeah, he only hurts
Posers.
posers. Like he won't hurt you if you want to save someone just because you want to save them, and you'll risk your own life to save them.
Again, another villain with a goal and they have
Good
like,
motivations.
like a
Yeah.
purpose. Like
Yeah.
their goal has purpose to them.
Yeah.
Like
So-
for example, like he straight up saves Midoriya from being captured by the Nomu because Midoriya is risking his life to save that one main hero and Ida. He was just like,
Yeah.
you tried saving them and you hurt yourself saving them, so I'm going to kill his Nomu because I respect you.
Yeah. He only saves people who are, quote, too legit to quit. I think that's a direct quote from him.
Yes,
I believe,
he,
yeah.
he did give that to the news.
Chapter 34, yes.
Yes.
The 100% facts translation that you took it from, like Crunchyroll gave it to you. They were like, "Hey, this is the truth. This is the 100%."
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the exclusive. Yeah.
He turned around and just-
Dan's got the exclusive.
Got the hookup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
He just turned around and said, "Don't start none if you don't want none."
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. That's okay. Jimmy has the hookup too. That's another direct quote. Okay, I was going to bring that up.
So since I have Hero Killer Stain as one of my choices, I do have a couple of notes on him. So he confirmed, like lore-wise, he murdered 17 pro heroes and crippled 24 to the point of being unable to make a full recovery.
Oh wow.
That's how like rampage
You
this
see,
guy was going.
They can be handy capable though.
Just going back now that you just mentioned that too, I'm like, why did he hurt Ida's brother then? Because like he seemed like by all unless he
Because
just
he was,
got in
like-
his way,
Because
but
he was technically like the one of the richer of the heroes.
Oh right.
'Cause-
Popularity-wise, I think too,
well,
right?
popularity
Isn't that
wise,
a-
and I think he had like didn't he have like one of the highest paying like facilities?
it's been a while.
Because he
I'm not-
had a bunch of sidekicks, like he had like hundreds of sidekicks under him, so he had to be getting like a lot.
So
of
he had
money.
like a very rich agency.
yeah.
Oh.
okay. Because it seemed like his motivations were there, but I guess if there was a lot of profit involved, I guess he was like
Well,
tax the
also-
rich by hurting them.
Yeah, but also I think it might have been because if that's not the reason, then it might have been because he got in his way.
Mm.
Because he would hurt anyone that was getting in his way of his goal. So
True.
he got in his way. So he was I think that might have been why he didn't kill him then.
He was jealous of his sweet kicks.
Yeah. Bro, your
probably
roundhouse kick is too sick.
See, it's interesting because I have I have another quote from Stain, and this is talking to himself.
Don't start.
And
It's just water.
Don't
Stain.
start. No, he says, both this sham-filled society and the criminals who wield their power in the name of petty mischief are targets of my purge, all for the sake of a better society. And I like that quote because he also mentions criminals. So it's not just the heroes. I feel like it's just anybody that abuses their power to, be either like rich or
For their own personal gain?
Yeah, exactly. You
Well,
know,
because he was originally a vigilante.
yeah, he was. So that's
Got a lot of
and then
targets then with capitalism.
But that quote kind of confirms that he not only I feel like he targets pro heroes mainly, but he also targets criminals. That's why he didn't want to join the League of Villains. Remember, they were trying to recruit him, and he's like, "Nah, I don't want to be part of your
because he's like, I don't like what you stand for."
Yeah, exactly. He was just
Bad
like
vibes.
his own.
I only give out good vibes. You're really harsh in my mellow right now.
Yeah, I'm really upset that we didn't get to learn more about Stain. Like he kind of showed up for.
You see him again in the manga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it further than I am, or do I just not remember seeing him?
I think it's further than you are.
Because I know he's been brought up several times after he's been put
you
in
see
prison
him
because of
like,
his
actually
ideals,
see
like
him.
his ideology. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm excited then.
For sure.
I had to I keep saying I have to catch up, and I don't.
And then you just don't. Yeah.
And it's like what we talked about before. You're like, I'll read it.
You would be a target. Empty promises.
You see, I'd be safe.
Hmm?
I'd be safe.
Would you?
Yeah, I'm
Why?
not gonna start nothing, and I'm not gonna get nothing.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Anything
Oh,
else?
no, it's Dan's turn now.
No, it's me.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you guys share the same
I
one.
forgot we talked about.
Yeah,
This
we
so
would-
much.
yeah.
I forgot I'm still in his turns.
Well, I'm kind of.
Yeah, you started it.
Now I'm
You did start it.
I'm stealing one.
skipping him.
I'm stealing one from you, and that's gonna be King Bradley.
You can't do that. You didn't Uno skip me. It's
Oh,
not your-
no, you took mine. Nope.
It's his turn.
It is my turn, so I'm a boom reversal. But I'm gonna one of my villains is King Bradley, aka Wrath from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and the reason I chose King Bradley was for the fact that it was kind of a big twist in the anime where you're following King Bradley because he's the
Führer.
he's like the Führer of I wrote it down here. What's the name of the place? Amestris, yeah. And so you're thinking this whole time that he's kind of helping everyone, like Edward and Al, and then all of a sudden, just in a big twist, it's like, yeah, I'm a homunculi, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
And apparently, he's one of the strongest homunculi too, because he was
Originally human.
he was originally human, and he was injected with the Philosopher's Stone.
Yep.
All the other
Harry Potter?
Yes.
Yeah. All the
J.K. Rowling's getting around.
I know, man.
Yeah,
She's
she's got to stop. Yeah. We're done with her.
Expecto Patronum.
Yeah, I expect her to leave.
Oh my god. JK.
Oh, I'm rolling out of here.
But yeah, so he's the only homunculi that was originally human. All the others were like created.
They're all created, yeah.
And so he kind of gets left with the.
That sounds like Harry Potter shit. I have no clue what you're talking about because I still never watched it, so that sounds like Harry Potter stuff.
A little backstory of the Philosopher's Stone is you have to kill thousands of people to get it in a ritual.
Right, just like getting a latte at Starbucks.
Yeah, like you gotta sacrifice a lot of people.
That's what they
and
tell
then
me.
and then you finally get the latte, and you're like, "This isn't as good as I thought it was gonna be."
I asked for iced, and then you have to get back in the line and kill 1,000 again. Yeah.
So he was also all the homunculi were created by Father, and
Papa.
his
Daddy?
purpose
Sorry.
of being created was to be the Führer of Amestris, and it says here in this bio, he is the respected commander-in-chief of the state of military, even though his political standpoints are often questioned in certain instances, such as the Ishval Civil War, which is only for one of many goddamn, what's this word? Insurrections focus on creating a massive Philosopher's Stone for Father. So he would just cause civil wars. So people would just get like mass murder to just feed the Philosopher's Stone. And to me, that's just pure evil. Like you're like, yeah, I'm gonna just purposely make
Inciting a
wars
riot is illegal.
Yeah.
So-
And he did it.
And
I mean, that's right off the bat.
and
Right.
on top of that, he's such a badass.
Yeah.
I mean, he 1v1'd a tank. My man was so strong and so fast that he just cut the treads off the tank and then blew it up. Like
Actually,
I forgot if he like threw the. What did he do? I think he just because his sword just cut through everything.
He just stuck his sword in the
Yeah,
hole.
that's what it was. Yeah, and they tried to fire and it just blew up the tank or imploded.
Nice.
It's such a badass.
I actually
scene. He's
had
so awesome.
I actually had some of his powers written down.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got superhuman momentum. I didn't know how the power until I read it.
Isn't that
Okay.
just superhuman movement?
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's what they call it, yeah.
Okay.
Because he can control every part of his body to move a certain way, so he can completely contort his body to twist in like 180 degrees to be able to swing harder and dodge faster. He has superhuman acceleration, to the point where he can accelerate as fast as he wants to right away, or he can just stop himself right away.
Oh, okay. So way better than like the Flash.
Yeah, like
Cool.
he's not like that fast, but like he's fast enough to like close the gap.
So
really
as fast as he wants. I mean, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I misspoke.
He just doesn't want enough.
I misspoke. And then he has the ultimate eye, which helps him like see, kind of like predict the movements of his enemies. He can like kind of like see the future a little bit by like predicting what they're gonna do.
That's
Very-
pretty OP.
Yeah. Oh, he's one of the like biggest OPs in the whole thing.
But it
Nice.
also lets him read people better. So if he was, against being as the Fuhrer, he was able to go into these meetings and kind of
See if you're lying or not.
yeah, like he could predict like your lies or see if you're telling the truth, or kind of like bend words in such a way where he can influence
Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
That style.
This is the people you want to kill. This is the people I want to kill.
Which is why he was able to create these civil wars and,
Yeah.
and just get mass murders for the Philosopher's Stone. King Bradley.
It was a
just
very big
badass,
twist.
man.
You find out the good guys are the bad guys are the good guys.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's crazy, dude. The anime's awesome.
Then you find the good guys who are the bad guys are like, wait, we're the bad guys? Oh, that's not good.
this is totally unrelated.
That
but
tracks.
I love Scar.
Yeah.
Scar's probably one of my favorite characters.
He was one of the
I'm not
people-
big on the Lion King.
I'm sorry. You should watch it. It's great.
I
have watched it.
You're so witty, bro. You
Not
kind
big
of just like roll up the tongue with these fucking.
Ah, shucks.
Pretty much,
come on,
Scar,
man.
Scar was one of those characters who was like an anti-hero because he would kill the government employees because his group was the people that were like massacred. Like he was like, I think he wasn't like the only surviving member of his like colony, but like he was one of the only ones that were like doing something about the whole thing that happened.
Yeah.
And he was trying to like get the truth out there, like, oh, like they did this because they wanted to create this stone. And then he finally gets it out.
Yeah, he's one of those characters where even at the end of the story, like he's helping quote unquote Edward, and it's like, nah, I'm just doing this for myself,
Still for his own motivations.
Yeah, exactly.
I got
He's
you.
like, I don't care what you're doing. You do whatever you want. I'm gonna kill these guys for my own purpose. So
Yeah, because he ends up kind of forgiving them, kind of, because like the guy Mustang's trying to help him, so he's like they're trying to help his people, so he's like, I'll forgive you when I see you do stuff for my people.
for now.
Just this once.
But before we get to you, Dan, I just want to say the quote I had for King Bradley, just to show how much he doesn't care about everybody and just only for his purpose. He said, "Let me get this straight. You think surrendering and offering yourself will stop the war? How arrogant. The life of each human is worth one. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less."
The only
Communist.
So,
Person, the only person he cared about was his wife. That was it.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
that was like the only thing that because everything was like predetermined and pre-planned for his life, and his wife was the only person who like he picked for himself.
Oh, okay.
'Cause he still had a very little bit of like
Of humanity.
humanity. Or,
Like
yeah.
even his kid wasn't really his kid. It was just a predetermined kid for him. Yeah.
Did he adopt it or like?
It was an
Pride?
adopted kid, but he was also homunculus.
Pride.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Pride.
no, I
Pride's
again
another
don't know
good,
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But King Bradley, badass.
Okay. King Badass.
King
Badass.
Badass. Yep. Mhm.
All right, so moving on to the next one. This one I do not have notes on, but we could just talk about. Tomura Shigaraki.
Ooh,
Yeah.
him.
Ooh, okay.
Love him. Yeah.
He gives himself high fives.
A lot of.
That's how lonely he is.
His family is
I don't
always
know.
with him.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't know if he's giving himself high fives as much as he is giving his family.
Generational high five. Yeah.
He's like, I did it, Mom.
Oh god. Oh, sorry. That's sis.
Oh man.
I couldn't tell which hand was which.
Which one's mom? Which one's mom?
Oh my god. So yeah, he I like how they wrote this character just because his quirk they wrote him similar to Deku at first, where it was just like, oh, he's probably not gonna get any powers. And then it was his yeah.
Oh, he got powers.
He got powers, all right.
This happened in the anime though,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this isn't spoilers for the manga.
Right. This was like the end of the season.
Yeah.
I hated the scene with the dog.
Oh
I
my
hated that
gosh.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Where was that dog's hands? Hit everyone else's hands. He didn't have the dog's
Oh
paws.
no! Oh no! Imagine him having
keychain.
little paws on his face.
He has him in like his back pocket.
Oh
He
my
just pulls him
God.
out.
They've been here the whole time. Oh no. Okay, so to back up a little bit, yeah, his quirk developed, which is decay, and at first, the way they posit it, like, you feel bad because it's just him being overwhelmed with it and not knowing what to do. And he spoilers, again, this is a whole spoiler episode, he ends up killing his family, including his father, who he had always had a bad relationship with.
Yeah.
But what makes the whole thing complicated and makes him, like, at the same time a little less redeemable is later he talks about how he felt in the moment and how he was like, oh, it felt so good to kill. And basically he was super happy to have killed his father. And it's like, I'm a little conflicted now.
Yeah.
But I do like that complex writing of his character where at first, it's just like a scared little kid. And I'm sure part of it is that too. But then at the same time, when he describes how he felt in the moment, he felt good about it. So it's kind of
he was a little psychopath.
Yeah, it's kind of a give and take there.
You'd also think, like, if he saw that every time he touched someone in his family they would die, he would stop touching his family.
Well, no, I mean, it was all at once, and he was a child, so he was big, overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big mad.
Yeah, big mad,
Yeah.
big sad,
The one
big happy at the same
Big
time.
glad.
The one part that I
Yeah.
got really sad at was after he accidentally kills the dog, and then the sister comes out.
The
and she's
sister.
like, and then the sister is like freaking out. She tries to run away, and then out of just like, no, please don't leave me, and he grabs her, and then also kill. I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I never understood, though. Did they ever explain how he got the hands?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All for one kept the hands. Like he found them.
But they disintegrated. He disintegrated every part of their body.
Not fully.
I don't think it's full.
He grabbed his sister by the hand.
She has another one.
She does have
Yeah, I was
another
gonna
one.
say.
Didn't he have two of her hands? Like both of her hands?
No.
It's
So
I
you're
think
telling me he disintegrated their entire body except for their hands?
I don't know.
That's
if
a
it's,
plot hole.
I don't know if
I'd
it's
assume
every.
there could have been more body parts left. I didn't look through the rubble, but like,
Do you want feet on your face or hands?
Listen, All for One recreated them out of the DNA. Okay, there you go. It is explained in the
completely
the story.
Also, like, wouldn't that smell really bad? Like, you have dead people hands all over your face.
I mean, if they're like concrete,
it's like it's taxidermy. That's
Yeah.
all. You know,
Oh, yeah.
maybe it's.
I'm sorry. You take a taxidermy animal, and I'm sure if you sniff it, it's not going to smell that good.
no. Yeah, they're right.
I'm not going to sniff your duck.
For the listeners, there are taxidermied animals on this shelf right back here that are
Yeah,
Jen's.
I'm not going to sniff your duck.
The duck does not smell like anything.
I don't know.
Don't be mean to Abigail.
Sniff it.
Abigail.
Sniffer.
She
Sniff
named
duck.
it. She
She's
named
fine.
it.
I name them all. I name all my little bees.
Sniff the duck.
All right, I'm gonna head out. No.
Actually, in the marriage contract too, I had to sign away that I would be stuffed at the end. Yeah,
The contract.
yeah,
I'm gonna come over one day and like Dan's just gonna be in the corner. I'm like, oh, he's died last year.
I didn't read it fully, and when I went back, it didn't. I wanted to put in has to have died of natural causes, but she took it out. So now I could just die of anything, mysterious
She's
causes,
just
whatever,
embalming your leg while you're sleeping.
and then I'll be embalmed. Yeah.
I did want to be a mortician.
Yes. I'm scared.
Please help me.
This table is the length of your body almost.
Yeah. This is a cry for help. That's why I brought her on here.
Guys, is anyone picking up on this, please? Hello, guys.
It's not JK.
Anyway,
Damn, Blink
so
Times would be helpful.
anime.
Oh boy. So Tomura.
Yeah, so you were saying about how he was written, and it makes a lot of sense whenever he would take the hands would fall off, or he would take the hands off of his body, and he'd start freaking out because he'd either think that they're lost, or I guess it was just one of those things, like Twice. You know, when Twice takes off his,
which you like Twice as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
Comfort thing.
yeah, exactly. He kind of freaks out and starts going crazy.
Ah, my
like,
dead hands.
Oh my god.
But yeah, man, he also gets a good power up. I think that's in the right,
Yeah.
isn't it at the very end of the anime?
No,
season
they
five, right?
they allude to it somewhere. I don't think they fully show it.
Oh well,
Fuck,
he's
I forget
gonna
what
get
the end
serious.
is.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, you know
Oh,
what? Even
yeah.
well, he gets his first little power up, but then no.
Serious as a heart attack.
They I think maybe more, possibly, potentially.
Serious as a seizure.
Very, just keep getting more serious and more morbid. Yeah, but he gets he gets very strong.
But yeah, the way he was written, the design too. You know, you look at him, he looks really creepy with all the hands on him, and you're like, what what's with all the hands? Why do you have these? And again, throughout the story, you find out
He's just
it's
super
awesome.
Italian.
The whole-
So Italian.
The whole game.
What's it with all my hands?
It
got
got
the
the last ghoul.
There was a gabagoo.
Oh my god.
Where's the fucking gabagool?
Are you referencing the video? The guy like the gabagool, you know? And he's like always fixing his shirt and shit.
Yeah.
I love that video so much.
He's the epitome of the whole gang's here.
Yeah,
no. Oh my god.
Gangs.
All right. We gotta
Yeah,
get off this
okay.
guy. Jen, what you got?
You got anything else you want to say on Tomura, or you want to move on to your next?
all
Okay.
good. My next one is Wicked Lady from Sailor Moon.
Wait, which one is this?
Wicked Lady? Dark Lady?
Oh, Dark. She told me about it.
Chibiusa as an adult evil.
She's
so
wicked sick.
yeah, so like she ended
Oh,
up
wicked sick.
the wise man ended up like basically like getting into her head because she was already like very insecure about a lot of things and like, you know, being a kid and like she felt like she wasn't being taken seriously and all
Yes, I
this
remember
stuff.
now.
And so he took advantage of her in a vulnerable moment, and he was able to, since she was so down, he was able to like basically like convince her to like take this power and become evil. It doesn't last very long, but like I just really like, it's just like it really made me think, this was like, she was so vulnerable, so he was able to take advantage of her being so vulnerable. And she also, it was a little weird, like she was just as obsessed with Mamoru, which is technically her father.
Her dad.
Yeah, so she was just as obsessed with him as Sailor Moon was. So she
Yeah.
kidnaps him and everything, and eventually like Sailor Moon has to go into her Neo Queen Serenity form to end up bringing her back into being Chibiusa. But like she was badass. She was like so like heartless. She didn't give a shit. She was like, I don't care. She's like, I'm a bad bitch now. Like I don't need y'all.
I was waiting for it. I'm like, what did she do? Why is she evil? What happened?
Yeah, but I mean, she
She got
technically
sexy.
she was like ruling over like the dark side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he took advantage of her because he knew that she was like the princess, and he knew she was connected with Sailor Moon and like the Neo Queen Serenity.
So he went, yo, you're a princess, but you want to be a queen instead?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah, she ended up becoming the queen, and yeah, I mean, it didn't work very long because obviously Sailor Moon, like being the strongest
Plot
person
armor.
ever,
Right.
Soloed the universe.
Can
the
beat
strongest person
Goku.
ever,
Can beat
Hit that
can
plot
beat
armor.
Goku.
Can beat
Proven.
Goku confirmed.
Proven. Everyone can hate me, but
all the
Sailor Moon is proven to beat Goku.
All the DBZ fans.
I believe it.
No, that's not true.
No one can beat Sailor Moon because
Ed.
eventually, at the end, she has the power of the whole universe.
Nope, Ed.
Nope.
What about Omni? Good matchup.
Oh, it
Good
could.
matchup.
It could be close.
Yeah.
Ed from
Could
Ed,
be
Ed,
close
and
because, like, at the
Ed
like,
from Ed, Ed,
like
and
her,
He can solo.
Imagine if he had two pebbles in his shoe, bro. Oh, my
Oh
God.
man.
Let's not go there.
But yeah, loved her growing up.
Yeah, and it's cool to think of like, you know, what could happen if you went down, you know, if you let those bad emotions take hold of you even more. I guess that's kind of like what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you like let yourself spiral and go to like a dark place, and someone can take advantage of you when you're in a bad place.
I never got any stronger though when I spiral.
But she
I get
ended
more
up
big
getting
sad.
I
really
spiral
strong.
into bed.
Another
Yeah.
cry for help.
Yeah.
I just get big sadder.
Not JK.
There's a big indent in my bed where I spiral.
Oh man.
Which one is the one with the green hair? What
There's a
the
couple.
villain with? There are a couple of villains with green hair.
There's like a couple people with green hair. What villain are you thinking about?
Something with emerald, like
Oh, Esmeralda. Okay, yeah, like
that's what I
it's-
was thinking.
Yeah. She's like in the anime. Like she's not really like much of a big character at all.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there's so many characters. So many, especially like in like the old Sailor Moon, like the 90s one, because
yeah.
there's so much filler. So much filler
best
in
English
Sailor
dub.
Moon. Oh my goodness, there's like so much. You know what? I'm rewatching it. I'm just like, I
What
don't
the
know if
English dub?
I can't watch it anymore. Even though it used to be my life, I can't do it anymore.
Well, that's like you watched One Piece dubbed at first.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I haven't watched it dubbed in a long time, so I don't know how I feel about it yet. But when I watched Sailor Moon dubbed again, I was like, I can't do this anymore.
It is rough.
Yeah, I was like, this is a little rough for
If
me.
I've watched it already dubbed, I have to keep watching it in dub. If I haven't watched it in dub yet, then I can watch it in sub. But if I've seen it in dub, I have to watch it in dub.
Have you seen Sailor Moon?
No.
Okay. so-
Yeah.
I watched a little bit. I know I watched some of Sailor Moon when I was younger. I think it was on. I don't know if it was on Toonami or if it was just on.
It was just on normally. I think eventually
right?
it did go to Toonami.
And then I started watching because they like reamped it.
Yeah,
or
they did
what,
Crystal.
Crystal?
Yeah, I watched a little bit, but I never got far enough to see anything like
the first
unfold.
like 2 seasons of Crystal, the animation is pretty garbage.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
pretty
was
bad. And then the
little rough.
transformations, they try to do this like weird like 3D kind of animation thing, and it was very odd. But then the 3rd season, they kind of started packing it up and making it a little better. And then the movies got released on Netflix, and the animation is perfect.
They got that.
Perfect.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah,
budget.
they brought it all back and they did it all really good. And supposedly the next seasons are supposed to be animation like that. So I'm hoping it is because it was rough at first.
Yeah, no, they definitely upped their game
Yeah.
for sure.
Nothing's gonna beat that OG opening though for Sailor Moon.
Yeah, the OG opening is pretty awesome.
Banger right there.
Yeah,
If you don't know, go
it's
look it up.
iconic.
Oh yeah, big facts. Any other notes on?
Oh no, that was it. That was
Okay.
it. She doesn't have too much.
Gotcha.
Jimmy.
My last one is just actually it's my second to last one. It's Twice from My Hero.
Oh, okay, second to last one, Twice. I get it.
Yeah, I didn't think about
bruh.
Something in there.
that. Yeah, no, Twice.
Twice is great. Yeah.
Just because he's like he's also another like good guy who's also
He is a tragic
bad
character.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a lot of I just realized that's a lot on my list where like the first 3 people I picked were like bad guys but also like kind of good guys in their own way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Twice is like just like that where he cares for the people that he is with, like he cares for his friends and everything. And he's also super strong once he gets mad enough and he realizes that he's the real Twice.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when he,
Once he has his realization, yeah. Once he kind of gets over his trauma a bit, yeah.
Yeah, like when he sees Toga on the ground and he's helping her and then he gets mad so he starts creating himself.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh wait, I just got stabbed. That means I'm the real one." And then yeah, once he realizes that, he goes ape shit.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's good comic relief. Also, his backstory is sad because he always just had bad luck in his whole life. He never
Yeah.
really caught a break.
He never
Yeah.
knew if he was the real him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Eventually, he never
Which
knew.
I never like really understood that because you've never gotten hurt before. Like you've never fallen or broken a bone
I don't know.
until that moment.
You would like dissociate a lot.
Yeah, I don't know because
Association
hit the mic. Each one of them, they could all get hurt and stuff, but each one of them thought they were.
The real one.
Yeah, but
I like the one. I just like the scene where Dobby was like, "Wait, are you the real Twice?" And he's like, "Yes." Wait, that doesn't matter.
yeah, no, he just his whole life was tragic, and then it was cool to see him finally find a home in the League of Villains,
Yeah.
and then he meets his misfortune.
I also just feel bad for him because like every time something happens in the League of Villains, it's always kind of his fault, and he knows it, and he's always like, every time I do something, it happens to you guys. Like when he brought Chisaki.
Oh
and,
yeah,
and he got Big Sis Madge killed, and he's
Oh,
like,
oh,
it was
yeah.
all- and
Yeah, I
he's
know who
like,
you're talking
yeah,
about.
he's like, it was all my fault.
and also in the
Yeah.
manga, I'm not going to spoil it, but something ends up being his fault as
Yeah.
well because he gets taken advantage of, which is so sad. So
Yeah.
goddamn sad.
Mm.
Yeah, as I like saw him, I'm just like, yeah. Anytime you guys hear something about him, just don't trust him. Don't trust it's a good move.
Yeah.
But he's so sweet.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
I really love the moment when he realizes that he's the real one. Like that moment was just so awesome where he's kind of accepted fate, and then he's like, wait, I'm alive. Like they broke my arm and I'm still here, and he's like, I'm alive, because he's always thought that he was a clone and that if he got hurt really badly, he'd just disappear and die. And then when the I forgot the guy's name, he would like tell the AI, he had the computer and would like control people like what to do. And then he gave him orders to break his arms, and he's like, "Oh well, now I'm just gonna unleash all my power because I know I'm the real one." I'm like, "Okay, cool, let's go." I was like, "You're rooting for the bad guy,"
Yeah, My Hero did that really well. Where like you
Yeah,
started
exactly.
rooting for the bad guys,
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, you do. Oh wait, no, you're bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop being good, bad.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Or stop being interesting bad.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, because I feel like they had that whole little section where it was like the My Hero villains thing
Yeah.
within the season. I feel like they could have had their whole season.
Yeah.
Stop making me love you.
I mean, they even changed the title. It's like My Villain Academia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's like, damn, give them their own show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that is good, man. So good.
Yeah, that's like my last one. I just had one thing to say before that though. Just the guy Shout Tucker, he can go fuck himself.
Oh.
Wait, who was that again?
Yeah, explain.
Oh.
Who's that?
Oh.
Yes, but
He's,
for the listeners who may not know,
Yeah, he's the guy that turned his daughter and puppy and morphed them into one.
Oh.
you've seen the memes.
Yeah,
Oh no.
You know we're
you've
talking
seen
about.
the fusion
So
dance
tragic.
memes.
I've seen the cosplays.
The cosplays.
Wait,
Yeah.
whoa.
There was one at Anime NYC.
Yeah, they just
like a
dress up in
couple
like a
years ago.
giant
They
dog
literally
costume.
dressed up in like a big dog costume with the wig. It was bad. It was horrible.
Edward.
I can only imagine anywhere that person went in the con, there was just depression around them.
It was.
Yeah.
I walked by
kicked
him.
right there.
I walked by him and I was like, no fucking way this is happening right now.
That's
I'm like,
that's
are
the
you
true,
kidding?
That's the true villain of this podcast. That's like
Literally,
number one.
Yeah.
No, Shout Tucker is like the evil of the evil.
I was talking
He
about
really
the
is.
cosplayer.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh.
but, I
Them
mean,
too.
Them too.
Second to him.
but like Shout Tucker had no reason to do that. He was just the evil.
He was
Like he
just
wasn't even a main. Like he wasn't really like a main character either. He was kind of just like a side character in Brotherhood. He was
He
never
lives on
brought,
in
yeah,
infamy.
he was never brought up again after that, and he scarred everybody.
just infamous. You do that to a child and a cute puppy.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's all I had.
Yep.
I guess I got for my last one. I got hopefully I pronounced this right. It's Meruem.
Oh, is that the guy from Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's how you say his name. It's Meruem. It's a Meruem. So, he's the Chimera ant like king. He's like the leader, the emperor. I think he's called, and he's like the most powerful. Obviously, because he's the.
Oh, it's adorable. Yeah, it's cat break.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, he's the most powerful Chimera ant, and he's just ruthless. Just doesn't care about. All he cares about is just ruling the world, and obviously creating, expanding more of his army and the Chimera ants. And it's what I really like about him. Besides how ruthless and powerful he is, and he was able to go toe to toe with the like the master. I forgot the old guy. I don't know. Have you watched Hunter x Hunter?
I still have not.
Do you remember his name?
Oh, I never watched Hunter.
Oh my god, no one watched
yeah,
Hunter x
no.
Hunter?
Jen?
I just knew who you were talking about.
I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I only watched an
I
episode.
feel bad. Okay, but he was able to go toe to toe with him, and that fight was amazing. But he also, because what happened was the way that Chimera ants like evolved was they would eat, like, let's say it was like the ant would eat an animal, but then gain the properties of that animal. So they just started evolving to the point where like there was it's really terrible, but there was like a boy and girl, probably like around the age of 10 or something, and they were playing along the river, and then the Chimera ants were like, oh, that's food, and then they take them, eat them, and then they evolve and are able to speak and communicate because they got like the DNA of humans in them.
That's horrifying.
And
yeah.
I think what carried over in so there's a point where he meets this girl.
Is the
and-
Chimera Ant arc the last one, or is it the last one and then they start?
It's the last one in the anime, but in the manga they go into another arc.
Okay, because I think somebody told me like, oh, if you ever do watch it, please watch it. They were like, if you ever watch it, the Chimera Ant arc, you can just take that as an ending for now. Is that kind of?
Yeah, I'd say so because I know at one point like the main character's gone and Killua, like they go separate, they go their separate ways, and they're like, we'll meet again. So that's what people I guess take as the
Maybe
the
that
ending
was
part.
it. Okay.
But the woman he played, I forgot what the game of, it's not chess, but
Super Mario 64.
no, it's with the black and white beads, and they I forgot what the game's called.
Oh,
It's-
Shogi?
maybe. And
That sounds right.
that's like, for some reason that game really intrigues him, and he goes to play, he like versus other people but just keeps beating them, and I think they die, and then this girl comes in and actually beats him, and he's like, wait, no, hold on, and he plays.
I die?
He keeps playing her over and over again, but she keeps winning, and the girl's name is Komugi, and I think what's I like about him is that he kind of still has that human side in him, because again, that's what they evolved from. That's why he can speak and understand language and all that stuff. And he gets like this really interesting relationship with her. And then there's a point where I think she gets hurt or gets captured, and his only goal is to save her. he's like, hey, protect her, heal her, do whatever. I don't want to say too much because I don't know who will be watching.
I can spoil it.
But yeah, so I mean that is just what happens. He's like, hey, protect this girl, make sure she's alive, don't let her die. He actually cares about her. It's like one of the only things he cares about in
He
that
turned into a
arc.
beta for her.
Yeah, simping.
Yeah.
What a simp. I guess some of those genes carried over.
Yep.
No, I got genes of a simp.
Simp genes
Damn it.
unlocked.
Simp genes unlocked.
Yep.
But yeah, the design too is really cool. I don't know if you ever seen what he looks like. I can pull up a picture here for you.
He kind of looks like Cell with an army helmet.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what he looks
okay,
like.
yeah,
Oh,
that
I've seen
character,
it,
right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
really, really awesome character, and that arc in general is really fucking awesome. But you would just have to watch the series and watch that whole arc to just get why he's such a cool villain.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be my final pick.
Okay.
I don't
think
know if
I
you have
got.
another one.
Yeah, I have. I think. Okay, we talked about twice. Okay. I'll do Beetlejuice Romanntee-Conti from ReZero. I don't know if you guys watched ReZero.
I watched a little bit of it.
That was my last one.
That was your last one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we can both talk about it.
Okay,
Jimmy, I don't
perfect.
think you watched ReZero, right?
Right. No.
Okay, you can leave.
Just
I guess.
a little bit about.
See you guys later.
Yeah.
Didn't watch all of it. Some of it though.
Yeah, so this character,
Unnerving.
very unnerving.
He just made me uncomfortable.
Yeah. He has a
Whenever
bowl
he
cut.
came on screen, he had a bowl cut, and he
Hey.
was always just like,
Rock Lee had a bowl cut.
No, not like this.
not like
Okay.
this.
Just the bangs were bowl cut.
Oh,
and then
no.
over here, went down.
Oh, no.
Very scary.
I don't know if I've seen the character. Does he show up later?
I'll pull you,
It's not
I'll
in the
pull up a
beginning, right?
picture.
He just makes me so uncomfortable.
Also, I don't know if you guys
So
do this, but
uncomfortable.
did you know that Rock Lee's bowl cut says ninja on it?
What?
Oh my god!
Excuse me.
Get the hell
Yeah, it
out of
says
here!
ninja.
How do you know?
Because you can see it.
How do you see it?
I'll show it to you.
I would like to see it.
But in Boruto, he
This
doesn't.
character.
Oh no!
What does he look like?
Oh god!
He's-
You would
look at
remember him.
That is uncomfortable. Look at those eyes.
And like,
Oh, wait, no, this is
And
other.
that-
Kinda
that
looks like
grin.
he got his face like cut off.
Yeah, right.
he's so creepy. He's just so creepy. I can't get over it.
What
You know?
the hell? Yeah, I don't know if I ever got far enough to
So,
to see him.
you know Rem and Ram.
Of course.
Have you ever seen them get tortured?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he does that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he tortures Rem horribly,
Yeah, really
horribly.
Is that why she outlashes at
No.
what's it, isn't it Suzuki? Isn't that his name?
Subaru?
Subaru. Sorry. I was like,
Different car.
I know it's a car. I'm like, what's it? I'm like, his name's after a car. What the fuck?
Oh, that's
That's so
oh
funny.
my
That's
god!
funny.
Get the
No.
hell out of here!
Stop
that
it.
can't be in every frame. There's no way.
No, it's not in every frame, but it's
I'm
in
like,
that one.
all right.
Odd.
Yeah, so
Fuck.
okay, I'm starting to not believe it anymore.
No, believe it. Oh,
Oh my god. Okay, so Rock Lee, yeah. Okay, that's
It's
good.
real.
but you're villain. Go on.
So Beetlejuice Romanntee-Conti. This is the first one that really like for me, I think the first one that really fucks up Subaru because he has to like. Okay, so for listeners who haven't watched ReZero, Subaru, the main character, dies, gets reborn in another world, and he doesn't get any cool stats or anything. Just his gift is that he gets the power of like basically like a video game checkpoint. Like he can die and come back to life because the witch thinks he's cute. And there's a witch.
You're a real cutie.
Yeah, there's a witch. She thinks he's a cutie. So when he dies, he can reset to basically checkpoints. So he hits a big block checkpoint with Beetlejuice storming this mansion where his friends are all at and just murdering them with the witch cult who worship the witch. He just murders all of his friends and he has to keep seeing it over and over and over. So that was really unnerving. You have to watch Rem get tortured. Yeah.
That was. Ooh.
Imagine like doing the checkpoint, you accidentally checkpoint to your like the beginning of your life when you're first born. You're like, "Fuck, I went too far back."
Yeah, luckily for him, I think he starts at like, what, 17 or something like that. 17, 18, something like that.
Yes.
Around there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Somewhere
so
around
every
there.
time he dies, he goes back to like he goes back to 18 years old.
No, different world.
Oh,
yeah, different world, different checkpoints. Yeah, he woke up in his own body, but in a different world.
Oh, okay.
where he is still useless, but he has his moments because he knows what's going to happen because he's died and seen it before, so he's, you know, he can kind of strategize and help out. But yeah, I don't know. You have anything to talk about with him being super super horrible?
No, I mean, you've said everything that I had on my mind.
Yeah.
Like the thing for me too is just that he was just so creepy. Whenever he spoke, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like he would
Skin crawl.
speak. He would speak in this like very like like kind of way, and I just couldn't stand it.
It's kind of like the main villain from Sword Art Online from Elfen, like the elf one.
Way worse. So much
Yeah,
worse.
worse.
Is he okay? 'Cause I was
So
like,
much worse.
That guy was bad.
God, no, it's so much worse.
Isn't
And like he would make like
Yeah.
crazy
Isn't that-
faces too. He'd be like,
Yeah, his,
and I'm like, oh,
right, his body language.
Yeah, his body language too.
I don't
just
speak it,
made
but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone around you,
Yeah,
like,
and he was
you don't
just
speak it, but I
horrible.
speak it. It's not good.
Yeah, and like I didn't watch far enough for his like origin story.
Yeah.
You did, right?
Yeah, he used to be super sweet. He
Yeah.
He was a sweet boy.
yeah, he was. He was still part of the witch cult, but the way the witch cult worked was like there was a super radical faction which he later joined once he was a lunatic, and there was like a moderate faction, and he would go to this forest and just be a nice dude. He would go and help out the people of the forest, and one of the people there was one of the other main characters, Amelia, and her aunt. So he would go and help them out and whatnot. And other people from the witch cult started attacking the forest because they wanted something in particular. He tried to defend them. He didn't have enough power. So he was fighting one of them, and they used their power to basically make it look like he was about to attack the person with that power.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, he killed the aunt, which was basically kind of like his love interest. So after that, he just snapped, lost his mind, completely went insane. And he had already taken on like they have witch factors in this, which will give you powers. You know, you pledge your loyalty to the witch and all that, and you can have a witch factor. There's only a few, but so the combination of that and then him killing like his basically his love interest just drove him batshit wild. Yeah. So after that, he was just a lunatic and just started murdering, and yeah, it was all downhill from there.
Love that.
Is that
Yeah.
why? Is that why Rem goes on a rampage all the time?
No.
And no. Okay.
No, that's just at first, Rem and Ram are interesting because at first they are meant to protect the mansion and the person who lives there, and also with them going on a rampage towards Subaru, they like smelled the witch on him because the witch is obsessed with him and will it seems like when he dies she cops a little feel or something, so like he wakes up and the scent is on him. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, you know, so that's why she murdered him in one of his lives.
Yeah, I just remember seeing a clip, and that boy got murdered a lot.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
a whole
yeah.
lot.
He's like, please wait, and just over.
Yeah.
And he's like,
he kept coming
dies.
back. He's like, all right, I keep coming back. Please stop.
I know it's gonna happen. If
This
I
time
don't
for
get
sure?
it.
This time for sure.
And he has to feel it every time.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
getting crushed by
I
that
feel like
mace.
after a while of feeling it enough, though, you'd be like, I'm just used to it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's a point where he gets complacent, but then he just ends up not progressing, and he's like,
He just gets his heart punched out. He's like, eh.
No, it's
Then he
like,
gets a pep
it's
talk.
like the episode of SpongeBob where Squidward hands the guy the bat and he's like, hit me as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Right here. And he's like, okay, I'm not winning this time. Here you go.
yep. Jen, do you have another one?
That was my last one.
Okay, so I'll touch real quick on one. He's from Fairy Tail, which it's been a while since I watched Fairy Tail, but Zeref.
I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So spoilers for Fairy Tail as well. Spoilers for everything in this
That was
episode.
that was
the
honestly,
redhead girl's
yeah.
like boyfriend, right?
No, this was wait, who'd you say what?
Wasn't the red haired girl? What was her name?
Oh, Erza?
Erza?
Wasn't Urza's like boyfriend kind of?
No, that was
was on the
something
island,
with a
right?
J. I forget his name, but that was something with the
I
J.
think I know who you're talking about. Though.
Yeah,
I
but,
always got confused.
This is like the main antagonist of Fairy Tail. He's like the black-haired wizard in a robe. He's been along for a super long time. It turns out he's Natsu's brother, and he was like a prodigy at studying magic, like a long time ago. Would study magic. He started to try to look into like dark magic, like innocently at first. You guys get it.
I remember.
Yes, him.
Show me again. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's Natsu's brother. So he started to get into that, and everyone was like, "No, don't do the dark magic stuff." So he was like, "All right, fine, I won't do the dark magic stuff." Then Natsu dies. His brother dies when they're like kids, and he's like, "You know what? Fuck you all. I'm gonna do the dark magic stuff because I want to bring Natsu back." So he spends a while trying to figure that out, and his power eventually manifests, and no, he gets cursed. Okay, so he goes into the dark magic stuff. He succeeds in bringing Natsu back to life. Natsu doesn't remember him or anything, but
pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, he I'm fuzzy on the details, but he gets cursed. So
It like consumes him or something in that sort of way.
anything he loves
Dies in the end.
yes.
Oh,
So
really? Alright.
anything he loves dies. Yeah, so
I love
he has to
Hate
shut
Natsu.
off his emotions, like even like he sees a bird and he's like, "Oh, cute bird." Dies. Yeah, dies. Yep. Nature around him, he's like, "Oh, nature, great." Dies. So he eventually
His
ends
dog
up
runs
like
up to him. Stay away.
yeah, literally. Yeah. So he has to, I guess, as a defense mechanism, not feel for anything, including life itself. So at the same time, because of that, he ends up being completely like just blank and ends up doing pretty bad things because he can't have any emotions. So it's just an interesting character with interesting motivations, and
He's just like, "Oh, I love your tattoo." It just falls off your body.
God damn it.
disintegrates. Oh, thanks. Didn't cost me anything
Jeez,
or
yeah, I was
anything,
like,
but
that wasn't expensive right
I
now.
want
Yeah.
to get
You
rid
owe
of it
me money.
anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like whatever.
You
free
owe me
removal.
money, sir.
yeah. So not much more to say on that because again I'm fuzzy on the details, but it was just cool. You know, he had good motivations, but it just it came to bite him in the ass with that curse.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But again, that's cool. That's like the villains I like. They had a goal, and I get, in this case he reached it, but it had such a great consequence that now
Right.
it's like, well, shit.
Yeah, it's like the monkey paw thing where it's like you got what you wanted, but at what cost? And it wasn't quite what you wanted.
cost?
Yep.
Thanos.
Oh.
Everything.
Yep. The hashtag Thanos is right thing. Yeah.
Thanos is right. Thanos 2024.
Oh god. All right, you guys got anything else?
Nope.
All right.
No, I think we covered a decent amount of villains,
Oh,
mostly
yeah.
from Dragon Ball and my.
Honestly.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
But no, we threw a couple oddballs in there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so the next episode will be about probably Anime NYC, and then we'll touch on another topic as well.
Yeah.
We'll try to record some video and whatnot as well.
Yeah.
I
Don't worry, I got y'all with the vlog.
Yes,
I got the GoPro, so I'll be.
Yeah, I can record you guys, like going around.
you can go pro. I'm gonna go amateur with the editing because I've never done it before.
You guys
so we'll
do that,
see.
I'm gonna go have fun.
Oh fuck, we gotta leave. So look forward to that. And yeah, thanks for joining us.
help.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jen.
Help.
Yeah,
Nope.
I was like, thank me for being here.
Yes. Okay.
Thank me for my
You're
presence.
welcome.
Our first,
Thank you.
our first guest.
Yeah, our
Let's
first
go.
guest, Jen. Thank you
You're
for coming on,
welcome.
my lovely wife.
Can you add a little clapping thing
Yep.
when
No,
this happens?
you get nothing. You get a boo.
I don't know how to do sound effects, so we'll. All right, so thank you for listening to another episode of Combat Crew. See you later.
See you next time.
Bye.